Hello aspirants and welcome again to Legacy IAS Academy. As we know that Manipur is facing violence since a long time now, and there has been hundreds of deaths that have taken place in Manipur. Not just that, there have been skirmishes against with respect to the ethnic conflict going on against the police personnel as well. Now in this situation, what has happened is the NIA, that is the National Investigation Agency, had arrested a person who has allegedly been involved in the Moreh IRB post attack. So this person is alleged to have been involved over there. Now after the arrest, what has happened is there is a Manipur based Kuki human rights organization that has condemned this particular arrest. So we'll see what this arrest is all about, why this organization is condemning it, and what is the reality. So let's get started. So what is the news? The Kuki Organization for Human Rights Trust, also known as KOHUR. This KOHUR is a human rights trust. Now they are condemning the arrest of whom? The spokesperson of the Kuki in Tingnopal, a civil society. So there is a civil society. This civil society spokesperson has been arrested by NIA in Assam. So NIA, National Investigation Agency of India, has arrested this spokesperson in Assam, and that is what is being condemned. So the KOHUR, which is a human rights organization, is calling this particular arrest as arbitrary. Arbitrary means out of nowhere it's arbitrary. There is no logic behind it. So anything that is arbitrary does not have any logic reasoning behind it. Without any rhyme or reason, this person is being arrested, as is what they have said. At the same time, it is unlawful. That means the law also do not give you the authority to arrest such person when there is no linkage or when there is evidence missing. Whatever the argument is, basically that it is unlawful. There is no law that will support this particular arrest. It has also called it as a gross violation, means the gross violation of the fundamental rights and personal liberty. That means the fundamental rights have been hampered over here, is what is being suggested. Now, having said that, why was this spokesperson actually arrested in the first place, or what is the allegation on this particular person? Let us understand that. So Thangminlar Mate, he was arrested by NIA in connection with the 2024 attack that took place. 2024 attack on whom? On the Indian Reserve Battalion. So what is this? This is also a battalion which is kept in reserve, additional. And now it kept in reserve does not mean that they are chilling, enjoying. No, they are also deployed at various places, strategic places. So reserve means just additional, more than what is required. But in India, even they are deployed for duties, definitely. So the Indian Reserve Battalion post in Moreh area of Manipur, that's where the attack took place, and in connection with that particular attack, this particular person was arrested. Now in that attack, one soldier, one policeman had lost his life. So one life was taken in this attack. His affiliation, this person who has been arrested, his affiliation as of now to any militant group is not clear. So there could be a probability or a possibility that this spokesperson is also linked to a militant group, but as it stands, there is no clarity on that. That might be a case or might not be a case. No clarity has been mentioned as of now. All right. So now, what did the court say? See, of course, when you arrest, you have to present the person in front of the magistrate, in front of a judge. So subsequent to which the court or the judge, the Silchar court, since the person was arrested in Assam, Silchar, the court has given NIA the transit remand custody of the accused. The transit remand custody. Why the transit remand custody? Because see, this is now an interstate matter. You have Manipur, now you have Assam. So the accused will now be transferred back to the state of Manipur, as a result of which during that transit, someone should have the custody. that custody has now been given, which is known as the transit remand custody of the accused. So for your exam, there are few terms which will be very important, that is remand. Then you have apart from remand, you have the police custody, you also have the judicial custody, and of course you have the bail. Bail is one when till the time the case is there in front of the court, the person gets a bail and need not be in the jail. So that is bail, which is clear. Now bail itself can be of various types. There is an anticipatory bail. Now, anticipatory bail is basically when someone is anticipating that there might be an arrest warrant in their name, so they take out a bail beforehand so that they cannot be arrested in the first place. Then there is interim bail. Now, interim bail concept is very important. What is this? So, when your bail plea is in front of the judge or a court, in the meantime, till the time a decision on that bail plea is taken, you can be given an interim bail also in the meanwhile. Now, once the decision comes, if you are granted a bail, you carry on to be on the bail. If you are denied the bail, then you have to be back. And anyhow, interim bail will not last forever. It will, it's the time, for the time being, till the time your bail plea is in front of the judge. So that is about the bails. Now, what is the difference between police custody and judicial custody? So when you talk about police custody, if you get to know that someone is under police custody and judicial custody, you should be probably worried more about the person who is in police custody rather than judicial custody. Why is that so? What is the difference? See, when you say police custody, that means the person is in the police station's lockup, wherein they might ask or question that particular person to retrieve evidence, etc., etc. So they will be in the vicinity of the police officers inside the police station. Now, that does not mean the judicial custody will not have police officers around them. But what is judicial custody? When you are in judicial custody, you are not in the police station lockup. You are actually in the jail or the prison under the guidance or under the supervision of the judiciary, wherein you will be sharing your jail with various other inmates also, and all of these people will be together in different jail sections. It is not a police station's lockup, it is different. It is the central jail or the jail of that city where you will be. So that is the difference between police custody and judicial custody. If you talk about the remand, basically handing over of the person, that remand can be a transit remand when the person is to be transferred from one state to another, or in general remand wherein the person is given the remand. That means the responsibility will that be of that police officers. Now here what has happened is the transit remand custody has been given. That means the responsibility has been given to NIA to transfer this person from Assam to Manipur. After that, the custody would change. After that, it will be decided whether there is a judicial custody or a police custody. I hope this is absolutely clear. Now, what is Kohur saying over here? Of course, Kohur is putting a lot of allegations on the system that is in place which has arrested. So they are saying that this exemplifies growing pattern of targeted coercion and criminalization. So they are saying that they are being specifically targeted, coerced and criminalized. Of whom? Of the Kuki civil society actors under the pretext of legal process. That you are just saying that there is a legal process, but you are simply targeting, coercing and criminalizing the civil society actors over here. Further, the organization has also expressed concerns over what it described as the abuse of state power. So this is the abuse of state power which you are doing, is what they are saying. Right. Further, they have also put one more argument. What is the argument? They said that the spokesperson that you have arrested is he has no connection also, there was no due process followed also, and in fact there are bigger culprits out there whom you have not arrested yet. And one such name that was mentioned was of the Arambai Tengal chief Korunganambha. Okay, so he is also being said by Kohur is saying that this person is more severe, he is more severe, but you have not arrested him. Why is that the case? Why such discrimination, and why you are targeting only the civil society, Kuki civil society actors, is what is being said. So what is the Kohur demanding? Kohur is simply demanding an independent and impartial review of all such detentions, not just this, but any other detention that might be there. It is demanding the independent and impartial review of any such detention that might be there. This is the logo of Kohur, that is a human rights organization which fights for the human rights, specifically of the Kuki community. So here they are simply demanding independent and impartial review of all the detentions that are taking place in order to ensure that they comply with constitutional safeguards and international human rights obligations. Now, of course, that impartial independent review over here can be taken place, but first and foremost, when the person is arrested, now the judicial inquiry in the case is going to take place. Thank you.